Family owned and up. The news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Boy, that video looked pretty good, didn't it? Summertime.
I know, a flashback to what we experienced about 6 months ago, and hopefully a few months from now we'll get some early spring.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe a few weeks after this winter, right?
Oh yeah, and we still have some cool weather today. We are still seeing some snow showers winding down. We look at the radar, we have a few flurries falling, mainly in the Mohawk Valley, or especially out west of our area. And that's mainly due to lake effect. So you can see here, if you zoom out a little bit, this is mainly impacting the western New York area, Finger Lakes region here in New York State. And here locally, again, we're on the fringe of that snowfall early today. So when it comes to snow conditions, or at least road conditions out there, main roads are pretty clear. You head to the side roads or less traveled roads and hilltop locations. It's not a lot of snow, but the snow characteristics are enough to cause some slushy conditions. So just plan accordingly and budget some extra time getting to where you need to go today. Temperatures this morning are in the low 20s, pretty consistent across the area, maybe upper teens in some spots. And today we pretty much remain relatively consistent, only jumping a few more degrees this afternoon. But either way, we'll be remaining below freezing. So our stretch of below freezing temperatures continue. Now in its 25th day. Following today, it'll be 26 days starting January 18th. And again, the last time this happened was back in that Arctic blast of 2015. So we're going to be looking at how long this might last in the future, maybe a potential warm-up later this week. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Small business owners in Richfield Springs learn.
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to News Channel 2 at sunrise. We are first starting out by taking a look at what you can expect throughout the day in your forecast in a minute. We begin with a look at the current conditions outside. Pretty quiet out there in the Utica area. Yes, a few lingering flurries. Roadways, not too bad. The one exception is as you head farther south and west of Utica, where there are still some lingering snow showers, which aren't a lot, but there just has to be only a small amount of that snowfall on the ground, which can cause some slippery surfaces, especially as you take a look down in Sangerfield early today. Yorkville Battery Live radar, that snowfall still lingering, especially in the southern valleys. And although today we're going to see temperatures climbing into the mid-20s, and we have a warm-up as we head into the end of the week toward next week. Following that, though, we've got some wind chills to track here, too, which will still be in the teens today and tomorrow. But again, even though it's going to be cold for the short term, we do have a bit of a warm-up as we head toward the weekend. Gary?
30s this weekend sounds pretty good.
You're nearing 42.
Eric, thanks. Utica City FC decided.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
After some snowfall moving through overnight last night into early this morning, things are going to start to wind down over the next few hours. We look at the radar, we can see this snowfall passing through mainly sections south and west of Utica. But again, as you progress throughout the morning, we're going to see this activity mainly shift more south and west and weaken throughout the entire day today. For those of you who have any plans heading out to western New York, that's the location where much of the snowfall is taking place, or better yet, the southern tier early this morning. But again, as you head farther north and east, conditions much improved. Temperatures today will be peaking in the mid-20s. It's going to be a colder day today compared to yesterday. The winds are going to be a factor here, where it's not very high, but it's enough to bring those wind chills back down into the upper single digits to low teens. So just dress accordingly today. Maybe dress a little bit warmer with these feels-like temperatures here. Again, still on the frigid side. We look ahead throughout the day today. As I mentioned, things are going to start quieting down. It remains dry for much of tonight through tomorrow, with our next round of snowfall arriving from a Clipper system Friday night into Saturday, and this has potential for accumulating snowfall. So we zoom in here on our Skycast. Today, snowfall tapering off. Cloudy skies tonight, lows in the teens and single digits. Some spots might actually even drop near zero, especially up north. Then tomorrow, it's a pretty dry Friday. We might even have some peaks of sunshine out there before that widespread snow moves in Friday night. Time frame roughly around 11 o'clock, midnight and beyond. Then lingering snow showers and flurries early Saturday morning. That'll, of course, progress throughout much of the early half of the day and eventually drying up as we head into Saturday evening. In terms of measurable snowfall, here's a snapshot of 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can see here that snowfall is mainly accumulating in the hilltops, and a lot of that takes place early today. Then Friday night, snowfall moves through. We can see, generally speaking, 2 to 4 inches of light snowfall across the Mohawk Valley, with 4 to 7, maybe closer to the 4-inch mark up here in the dark blue zones in the hilltops south of the Mohawk Valley. And then throughout the day Saturday, some additional snowfall here. So this is a look at what we can expect heading into this coming weekend. Your 7-day forecast, despite some snow showers early Saturday, we do slowly warm up. By Sunday, high of 38. President's Day, 39 the high. And it continues to warm up. We're in the 40s by Tuesday, so we do have some balmy conditions on the way. That stretch of 25-plus days below freezing might be coming to an end in a few more days, Gary.
Good for us, finally.
Yeah, finally getting above freezing.
Well, this has been one winter you'll never forget.
My goodness, yeah.
Eric, thanks. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow again. And thank you for joining us for this half hour. Get ready for some cold temperatures out there, Eric, today, but things are going to be warming up, right?
Yeah, as we head to the next few days, there's some signs pointing to February thaw, Gary. We look at what's going on right now, though. It's still a bit chilly out there. We have some snow showers we're tracking here on the Yorkville Battery Live radar. We zoom out, we can see the brunt of this snowfall passing mainly in the Finger Lakes area and out toward western New York. Now, despite that, some of you, especially south and west of Utica, in these zones right here, Shenango, Madison, parts of Otsego County, seeing some of the additional snowfall, which is allowing roadways to look a lot more like this here in Sangerfield, which is not a lot of snow, but it's causing some slick spots based off the characteristics of the snowfall early today, and especially from the snowfall yesterday. So just plan accordingly if you're heading out the door this morning, especially, again, south and west of Utica, to budget some extra time getting to where you need to go today. Temperature at 21 degrees at Griffiths and Rome, and today we'll see those highs climb only a few more degrees into the mid-20s. So despite the warm-up we'll be expecting later this week, mainly second half of the weekend and beyond, for now, our stretch of below zero weather continues. We're now on the 25th day. After today, 26, and getting close to that 27-day stretch. For those of you who remember that Arctic blast in 2015. Gary?
I think we're going to get there.
At least the one plus side is we didn't get as cold as 2015. That was downright Arctic.
Yeah. Eric, thanks. Well, hours after authorities released...
Channel 2 is brought to you by Holland Farms Bakery and Deli. This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to News Channel 2 at Sunrise here on this Thursday morning. Before we get to our photo of the day, I do want to show you guys, again, the latest numbers in our snowfall this season, which currently sits at 104.6 inches. Now, I dove into this a bit more in a bit more detail yesterday, but the reason why I'm showing this right now is that if you ever want to stay up to date with these measurements, these are always on our website, WKTV.com. You go to the Maps and Radars section there, and you can find it. Anytime we get new measurements, we'll update it, and then, of course, put it in as well. And when it comes to measuring snowfall, we do it ourselves, with official measurements in Utica or multiple measurements around Utica if there's a variable event to get the most accurate number there. So it's about as accurate as you can get for measuring snowfall. When it comes to our photo of the day today, it brings us to Deerfield, an amazing shot right here of winter's beauty. And I think pretty much a picture that encapsulates what this wintertime has been. Bitter cold, even some sunshine out there, snowfall. Huge shout out to Kate for this amazing photo here. And if you have one you'd like to send to us, WKTV.com/weather/pics, a place to submit your own. And as always, your photo of the day brought to you by GPO Federal Credit Union. Gary?
Eric, thanks. James Van Der Beek has died.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
The time now is 6:48. It is time to welcome the newest member of our Morning Mug Club. The Deerfield Fire Department kicks off its Lenten Friday Fish Fries this Friday, tomorrow, from 4 to 7. The fish fries run for 9 weeks from February 13th through April 10th, with the final night benefiting the organization called Believe 271. You can choose fried or baked haddock, shrimp, clams, or scallops, and you can eat in or take it all home. Prices range from $8 to $18, and the department says no phone orders or deliveries are available. And if you'd like to become a member of our Morning Mug Club, our contact information is listed right there on your screen. The Morning Mug Club is proudly brought to you each morning by Holland Farms Bakery and Deli in Yorkville.
From Central New York's most artist, Eric Gage.
Good morning, everybody. We are tracking the continuation of some snowfall, mainly south and west of Utica. That'll be progressively winding down over the next few hours. If you look at the Yorkville Battery Live radar, we can see this snow still weakening a little bit, but nonetheless, it is still falling, especially in these zones here. Again, we zoom out a little bit. A lot of this activity falling mainly south. We're mainly in western New York in the Finger Lakes area, but overall, the energy from this system is starting to weaken. Temperatures today climbing a few degrees into the mid-20s. However, the wind speeds might be a factor here today, peaking 10 to 15 miles an hour. So that feels like temperature might be a bit colder, feeling like the upper single digits to even low teens. So just dress warmly today, as it might not feel like 25 out. The bigger picture shows this lake effect ending. It dries up between this afternoon through Friday night, with our next Clipper system moving its way in, bringing us the potential for accumulating snowfall. So we zoom in here on our Skycast. Today we have a few flurries falling. As we head throughout the afternoon, dries up, pretty cloudy. A few peaks of sunshine here and there. Overnight lows falling into the single digits. Then tomorrow, we're back into the 20s, even some peaks of sunshine before the arrival of some snow showers Friday nights, right around the midnight time frame there. And that'll linger the early morning hours for your Valentine's Day before that snow will end, at least in the afternoon, and eventually seeing a pretty quiet Sunday. So when it comes to snowfall accumulations, here's what we can expect throughout the day today in the next, say, 12 to 24 hours. By 6 to 8:30 tomorrow morning, this is how much additional snow will be on the ground. Later in the day Friday, again Friday night, that Clipper system moves in. And by 8 a.m. Saturday, here's a look at what you can see on the ground, which is not a lot. 1 to 3 inches in the light blue zones here. Looking at right around 4 or so inches in those higher elevations in the dark blue, and even some lingering snow throughout the day Saturday will bring these official totals finally up to a number that looks a little more like this. So if you have any plans this weekend as you head throughout the day on Valentine's Day, conditions will continue to improve. Your 7-day forecast, not only will conditions improve Saturday, but the temperatures will rise. We go from the 30s, low 30s Saturday to the upper 30s Sunday. President's Day, 39 the temperature, even hitting the low 40s by Tuesday. So yes, it's been very cold. That stretch of below freezing temperatures continue, but at least toward the end of the week and next week, February thaw looks to be on the way.
Yeah, that 2 tonight looks pretty
It does look pretty chilly, though, but it's a short term.
Yeah. Eric, thanks. In Italy, Team USA.
News with Gary Liberatore.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Thursday afternoon. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
You said the 25th straight day that we will not see above freezing temperatures.
Yeah, and that will continue. We do expect a warm up maybe on the horizon, but of course not today.
Not today.
Yeah. And on top of that, we take a look at what's going on outside right now, and so far we are seeing plenty of snow showers to our south and west of us. A very narrow band of intense snow in Cortland County down there and in the southern fringes of Chenango County. And yes, as you head farther north, you got a few more narrow bands here, but of course the most intense snow is down south and west of us. And it's a tale of two different areas. We go to, back up a little bit, to Oneonta. We have some snow falling. That's in one of the bands there, but then you head into Utica. And we have a different story. Oh, my graphics are a little backwards here. Here's downtown Utica. Sunshine, cloudy skies mixing in as well. And so again, as we head throughout the next 12 hours, we're going to be seeing those temperatures still remaining in the 20s, wind chills in the teens, and of course following this drier weather here locally and some snowy weather down south and west. As we head into the overnight and tomorrow, it's looking pretty quiet. Snow showers arrive tomorrow night, bringing at least a couple more inches of accumulation. We'll dive into that, plus what you can expect for that weekend ahead in a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The Trump administration tried.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, still tracking some snow showers, although a lot of that really falling mainly in the southern valleys, southern tier, out in the Finger Lakes, south of Syracuse, pretty much locations anywhere in this direction from Utica. As you can see, there are all those reports of snowfall there. Heading up north and east, even just into the Hudson Valley, it's either mostly cloudy or completely dry. Now, today's highs are in the mid-20s. We are expected to climb into the 40s as we head into next week. A February thaw is on the horizon, but not before. We still remain in the 20s today and tomorrow, and on top of that, the wind chills remaining in the teens today. That seems to be the main factor in why today might feel a little bit colder than the temperature might tell you here. But nonetheless, we look at the bigger picture. We do expect this snowfall to end, especially west of us. We're seeing some more snowfall beginning to arrive as we head into Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Friday night to Saturday morning, where we see that cold front work its way through in the backside of that Clipper system. And then, of course, following that, the rest of the day, Saturday, looks to be pretty quiet. So timing it out here in the Skycast, you can see here we have that snowfall working its way through the area south and west of us. It's leaving overnight lows tonight in the single digits or near zero. Tomorrow, we're climbing into the 20s again, a few more peaks of sunshine across the area. And then tomorrow night, you see that widespread snow moving through the region. It's going to cool down a little bit overnight, and then some scattered lingering flurries and snow showers early Saturday, fizzling out as we head throughout the day Saturday and into Sunday. When it comes to snowfall, so far, a lot of that snow is mainly staying south of the area over here. As we head into Friday night into Saturday, this is how much snow we'll be expecting. Mainly 1 to 3 inches. I would say more closer to the 2 to 3 inch mark here in a lot of the Mohawk Valley. And then those higher elevations you will see here heading throughout the day Saturday, picking up maybe a couple more inches. Overall, this is our thoughts of the potential snowfall from this event, which doesn't amount to a whole lot, but it's enough to coat some surfaces. So just plan accordingly heading out the door early Saturday morning. 7-day forecast. Following Valentine's Day, we see a gradual climb up in temperature. We see upper 30s by Sunday. We're dodging a storm that was at least looking to be hitting our area a week or so ago, but still for now it's looking to fizzle out a little bit. We do have President's Day, a little warmer, mid-30s to upper 30s, pushing 41 by Tuesday next week, Gary. So after all this cold weather, we do have a February thaw on the horizon.
Maybe 50s are in our future.
Maybe.
Well, it is now a law for landlords, haven't they?
It's been very competitive. Again, I've been watching things I never thought I'd be interested in, but either way, it does feel a bit like winter time here today. We got some breezy conditions. There's some lake effect clouds getting dragged through the area. A bit more intense snowfall is falling in the southern tier towards, say, Norwich and Green, Oxford, along Route 12 in Shenango County. And we zoom out a little bit, we can see that northerly wind still moving its way through the area. And again, right now temperatures are still hovering in the 20s. So we are continuing our stretch of below freezing conditions, now entering potentially 25, 26, maybe 27 days straight.
20s feels good when you're looking at a high of 5 during the day.
That is true.
And that'll do it for this half hour. If you are watching us on CBS Utica, The Young and the Restless is next. And for those watching on WKTV NBC, we'll have more news.
Every day.
News with Gary Liberatore.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Thursday afternoon. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
You said the 25th straight day that we will not see above freezing temperatures.
Yeah, and that will continue. We do expect a warm up maybe on the horizon, but of course not today.
Not today.
Yeah. And on top of that, we take a look at what's going on outside right now, and so far we are seeing plenty of snow showers to our south and west of us. A very narrow band of intense snow in Cortland County down there and in the southern fringes of Shenango County. And yes, as you head farther north, you got a few more narrow bands here, but of course the most intense snow is down south and west of us. And it's a tale of two different areas. We go to, back up a little bit, to Oneonta. We have some snow falling. That's in one of the bands there, but then you head into Utica, and we have a different story. Oh, my graphics are a little backwards here. Here's downtown Utica. Sunshine, cloudy skies mixing in as well. And so again, as we head throughout the next 12 hours, we're going to be seeing those temperatures still remaining in the 20s, wind chills in the teens, and of course following this drier weather here locally and some snowy weather down south and west. As we head into the overnight and tomorrow, it's looking pretty quiet. Snow showers arrive tomorrow night, bringing at least a couple more inches of accumulation. We'll dive into that, plus what you can expect for that weekend ahead in a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The Trump administration tried.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, still tracking some snow showers, although a lot of that really falling mainly in the southern valleys, southern tier, out in the Finger Lakes, south of Syracuse, pretty much locations anywhere in this direction from Utica. As you can see, there are all those reports of snowfall. They're heading up north and east, even just into the Hudson Valley. It's either mostly cloudy or completely dry. Now, today's highs are in the mid-20s. We are expected to climb into the 40s as we head into next week. A February thaw is on the horizon, but not before. We still remain in the 20s today and tomorrow, and on top of that, the wind chills remaining in the teens today. That seems to be the main factor in why today might feel a little bit colder than the temperature might tell you here. But nonetheless, we look at the bigger picture. We do expect this snowfall to end, especially west of us. We're seeing some more snowfall beginning to arrive as we head into Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Friday night to Saturday morning, where we see that cold front work its way through in the backside of that Clipper system. And then, of course, following that, the rest of the day, Saturday, looks to be pretty quiet. So timing it out here in the Skycast, you can see here we have that snowfall working its way through the area south and west of us. It's leaving overnight lows tonight in the single digits or near zero. Tomorrow, we're climbing into the 20s again, a few more peaks of sunshine across the area. And then tomorrow night, you see that widespread snow moving through the region. It's going to cool down a little bit overnight, and then some scattered lingering flurries and snow showers early Saturday, fizzling out as we head throughout the day Saturday and into Sunday. When it comes to snowfall, so far, a lot of that snow is mainly staying south of the area over here. As we head into Friday night into Saturday, this is how much snow we'll be expecting. Mainly at 1 to 3 inches. I would say more closer to the 2 to 3 inch mark here in a lot of the Mohawk Valley. And then those higher elevations you will see here heading throughout the day Saturday, picking up maybe a couple more inches. Overall, this is our thoughts of the potential snowfall from this event, which doesn't amount to a whole lot, but it's enough to coat some surfaces. So just plan accordingly heading out the door early Saturday morning. 7-day forecast. Following Valentine's Day, we see a gradual climb up in temperature. We see upper 30s by Sunday. We're dodging a storm that was at least looking to be hitting our area a week or so ago, but still for now it's looking to fizzle out a little bit. We do have President's Day, a little warmer, mid-30s to upper 30s, pushing 41 by Tuesday next week, Gary. So after all this cold weather, we do have a February thaw on the horizon.
Maybe 50s are in our future.
Maybe.
Well, it is now a law for landlords.
Meteorologist Bill Cardis. Hey, it's still winter.
Hey, we're going to get a nice break in the cold. In fact, it's going to feel a lot less like winter as we look ahead. But we have to get through the next couple of days here before that happens. The thaw looks to arrive starting this weekend. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are seeing some snow showers and flurries out there. This is not causing any big problems traveling wise, but we will see some of these flurries linger into tonight. Current temperature 23 degrees. Very, very little accumulation is expected. Our weather headlines, we're expecting this snow to come to an end. Tomorrow looks like a dry day. It starts out pretty cold. I think a lot of places will fall into the single digits, but we're back into the 20s tomorrow. Looking ahead, the weather does warm up. We have our next chance of snow Friday night, but an extended thaw is in the cards. And I've got to look at that temperature trend coming up. Kristen, back over to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. Investigators.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We are tracking a warm-up in our future. Before that arrives, it is going to stay seasonably cold. Temperatures will be in the 20s tomorrow. Tonight, we'll fall down into the low single digits, so it's going to be another frigid night, although not quite as cold as the past couple of nights that we had around the weekend. Live look at downtown Utica. It's cloudy. We've had these very stubborn flurries that have been lingering around. They haven't done much. There's been very little accumulation from these. So it's been snowy most of the day and not much to show for it. That'll be the case tonight. These snow showers and flurries will linger into early tomorrow before very slowly coming to an end. We've had a long stretch of weather, almost a full month, where temperatures have failed to climb above freezing. You got to go back to January 17th. That was the last day we were above freezing, and that was only 33 degrees. The last time we've had a similar stretch was 27 days back in February to March of 2015. That was a very, very cold stretch. We recall that was the coldest February on record that we did that with. So these long stretches are very, very uncommon and very rare. We will eventually climb above freezing, if not Saturday, certainly by Sunday. And with us in the long-range forecast getting into this thaw-freeze cycle, it kicks off the maple sap season across New York State. That's when the sap starts to flow from maple trees, and it can start this early, although it's not super early. We forget that it's actually the middle of February. It's been such a cold winter. As we get into warmer weather, the sap will start to flow. It should be a really good weather pattern for this early next week. So if you're an enthusiast or maybe you do this commercially, I think that you're going to have a lot of luck here heading into the first part of next week. Bigger picture shows pretty quiet weather for the short term. Again, just watching some lingering lake effect snow showers. Very little accumulation tonight. Temperatures drop into the single digits to near zero. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies. Again, a flurry or two is possible, but it looks pretty quiet. Temperatures will be in the mid-20s. The next weather system produces a round of snow showers, some steady snow here overnight. This would be Friday into Saturday. This is the push of warmer weather. Temperatures look to climb into the low 30s Saturday afternoon. That system Friday night produces an inch or two of snowfall, especially west of Utica, where there will be a response from Lake Ontario. Again, most of that falls Friday night into Saturday morning. Mostly cloudy tonight, a low of 2, so a very cold night. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 27. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Valentine's Day looks pretty nice. Some snow showers in the morning, sunshine in the afternoon, a high of 32. Sunday, 38 degrees, partly sunny, and we're expecting warmer weather next week. Temperatures in the upper 30s Monday, low 40s Tuesday, and then some cooler weather, highs in the 30s Wednesday and Thursday. I know somebody's going to be wearing shorts. Not me.
I'll pass. Thanks, Bill. One day away.
Day today, but more of the same tomorrow until a clipper arrives.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis is tracking it all for us tonight. Bill?
Yeah, we're going to see temperatures that are going to stay below freezing for the next couple of days. A little bit of light snow here and there. The next round of steady snow will be tomorrow night. Our season total for Utica to date, 105.8 inches. We've already had more snow to date than we did all of last year. Again, for Utica, last year's total is 101.3. We're running 38 inches above average, and we do have more snow in the forecast here, especially as we head into tomorrow night. As we look at temperatures, we're going to start to see a thaw take place beginning next week. Temperatures will be above freezing. We've had a long stretch of weather where temperatures have been below freezing. Last time we were above freezing, again, Griffiths and Rome, was January 17th. So we're finally starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel here. For those of you that are ready for some warmer weather, again, we don't have to wait much longer. Snow showers continue this evening. Little accumulation is expected. Temperatures will be steady eddy. We'll be in the low 20s to upper teens tonight. If you are taking the dog out for a walk, just dress nice and warm. It will be pretty chilly here after sunset. Tonight's featured dog is Oakley from Durhamville. If you want to be part of this, head to Skycast WKTV on Facebook. This is brought to you by Nissan. Back over to you.
All right, Bill, thanks. Let's take a look at the latest.
New mobile app and put the power of Storm Tracker 2 in the palm of your hand. Watch the latest forecast, hour-by-hour conditions, the latest radar this winter. Be prepared. Download the Storm Tracker 2 mobile app today. The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We're tracking a few light snow showers across central New York. The weather stays relatively quiet in the next 24 hours before the next clipper arrives from the northwest tomorrow night. It's a live look in Oneonta, temperature of 19 degrees. It's going to be cold tonight. A lot of places will fall into the lower single digits to near zero. Some of the outlying spots, especially to the north, are expected to fall below zero, but not as much as we did on Monday. That was a very, very cold start. Live look at the Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Some scattered snow showers continue. The activity is very light, and I expect very little accumulation. It's been the course of the whole day. We've been getting some light snow, but again, not much has been happening in terms of accumulation. Have you noticed the cloud cover has changed? We've been noticing more breaks of sunshine and more sunshine than usual. This is supposed to be the cloudiest part of the entire year, and we're typically averaging 70 to 80% cloud cover. That's not been the case. We've had a lot of sunshine, especially on some of those really cold days, and it's more than just a weather pattern. Your typical sunniest days are also the coldest days. We've had plenty of cold days, but part of the explanation has to do with the Great Lakes freezing over. Let's look at ice coverage on the Great Lakes. Now, Ontario doesn't freeze over. It's very deep, but Lake Erie is almost entirely frozen, and Huron, a substantial part of that lake is frozen over. And this is preventing or at least reducing the amount of cloud cover and lake effect snow that is taking place across central New York. We're still getting it. Of course, days like today, an example of that, but it's not as heavy. The cloud cover is not as thick as it once was, and that is going to be the case going forward. Whitesboro 23 degrees, Barneville 21, Cassville 19, Old Forge 16, Mohawk 24, Westford 20 degrees, Worcester with 23. The next weather system is a clipper, and that will be arriving tomorrow night. Until then, the weather stays relatively quiet. A few flurries out there tonight, Overnight lows will drop down into the single digits. I can't rule out a flurry here for Friday as well, but like today, little accumulation is expected. Temperatures climb into the mid-20s. Tomorrow night, the snow becomes steady and heavier, and we're expecting some accumulation here. This is a push of warmer weather. In fact, Saturday, temperatures will be in the low 30s. Friday night, a general trace to 2 inches of snow accumulation from Utica east. West of Utica, 2 to 4 inches of accumulation. Again, that falls Friday night, comes to an end early Saturday. Mostly cloudy tonight, low of 2. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 27. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Valentine's Day, high temperatures in the low 30s with light snow in the morning. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the weather looks dry. We've got a February thaw with temperatures in the upper 30s to near 40. Rain and snow showers return on Wednesday with highs in the mid-30s. We'll be right back.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
A pretty quiet day today. Some light snow and snow showers and seasonably cold. Those snow showers will continue tonight. Mostly flurries and anything else, and very little accumulation is expected. 20 degrees the current temperature. It is going to be cold tonight. Many places will fall into the low single digits. Some of the colder spots do fall below 0 tonight, but it won't be as cold as what we saw earlier this week when we were 20 below 0. Snow showers linger into tonight. We do climb above freezing this weekend, which is actually a big deal. We haven't done that in almost a month, and we're tracking some warmer weather ahead. February thaw, along with our next chance of snow. This evening, flurries, temperatures in the low 20s. Again, tracking our next round of snow here as we head into the start of the weekend. And look at the forecasts coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. We are a day away from the reopening of the Val Bayou, and the city of Utica has announced an endowment. So someone called the mayor's office to establish a fund for Utica City school students. This person grew up here, and he and his brothers were all captains of their hockey team. With this endowment, Utica students will have their skate and lift ticket covered at Val Baialis. Just bring your student ID, your report card, or any other form of verification.
You know, this is happening at a time where the Olympic.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
We're getting a small break in the weather here. The weather not quite as cold today, but we're tracking a few lingering snow showers. This is a live look in downtown Utica. For the most part, the weather's quiet tonight, and it does get cold. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, tracking some lingering lake effect snow showers and flurries. These are going to continue through tonight, even into early tomorrow morning. Just a few flurries in the air, but like today, these don't cause any big travel issues. We've had a long and consistent stretch of time where temperatures have been below freezing. In fact, 26 days it's been the stretch here. The last time we were above freezing, January 17th, and by that we were a whole 33 degrees. The previous stretch of weather is similar to this in terms of duration. You got to go back to 2015, February to March, 27 days, and that was the coldest February on record. So we haven't set any records in terms of any monthly records, but this consistent cold is very unusual to get this duration of it. It does look like it's going to come to an end as we head into the weekend. In fact, we're going to climb above freezing in a pretty significant way early next week. And with the freeze-thaw cycle, we get into maple sap season. Believe it or not, it's not too early for that, and the sap is going to be running really well as we head into the weekend and beyond, as we climb into the 40s during the day and we fall below freezing at night. That is excellent weather to allow that maple sap to run, and I think we're going to have some pretty encouraging news here as we head into the future here. We'll keep you posted on that. Skywatchers checking in. Whitesboro, 23 degrees. Cassville, 19. Norway, 23. Jeff and Mohawk 24, Worcester with 23. The weather stays pretty quiet for the short term. Again, we're tracking lingering lake effect snow showers. Those come to an end tonight. We have a little mini bubble of high pressure that rolls in. The next weather system is a clipper, another one, and that will arrive tomorrow night. Storm Tracker 2 skycast tonight, mostly cloudy. It's cold. We're down into the lower single digits. Some of the colder spots briefly fall below 0 tomorrow morning. Mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. I can't rule out a flurry, but I think it's generally dry. Temperatures in the mid-30s, mid-20s rather. Steady snow arrives tomorrow night. That's part of the Clipper, and then it's out of here by Saturday morning. Noticeably warmer Saturday with temperatures in the low 30s. Snow accumulation tomorrow night for most of us is a trace to 2 inches from Utica and points east. West of Utica, 2 to 4 inches of snow. Again, that falls Friday night into early Saturday. Mostly cloudy tonight, low of 2. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, high of 27. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Snow showers early Saturday. Otherwise, it's a pretty nice Valentine's Day, 32. Sunday, partly sunny, 38. And again, a February thaw. Temperatures close to 40 Monday and Tuesday. Mostly cloudy skies. Rain and snow showers return on Wednesday.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Still to come on News Channel Cardis, and we've got a maple sap forecast already. I didn't even realize it was even that time yet.
I know, it feels like this winter's never going to end, but we're actually in the middle of February, and now that we get warm weather, the sap begins to run. So this warmer weather we're expecting this weekend and beyond is going to officially kick off maple sap season. Just need to get temperatures above freezing. It doesn't need to be anything glorious. And it looks like that's going to happen over the next couple of days. Not tomorrow, likely not Saturday, but by Sunday and Monday, we should see some of those warmer temperatures arrive. And again, for those that are out enthusiasts or commercially, they're getting ready for this. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet. Been seeing a few light snow showers throughout tonight, but skies have cleared out. We're down to 11 already. It is going to be a cold night. Snow ends overnight. Cloudy, dry tomorrow. The weather turns warmer as we look ahead. The temperature trend tomorrow in the 20s, but again, we're looking at temperatures at or above, maybe slightly above freezing Saturday and very much above freezing Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Down to 2 degrees tonight. Snow showers end. We are tracking those warmer conditions, and a look at our next chance of snow tomorrow night. Look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The FBI.
Download the Storm Tracker 2 mobile app and put the power of Storm Tracker 2 in the palm of your hand. Watch the latest forecast, hour-by-hour conditions, the latest radar this winter. Be prepared. Download the Storm Tracker 2 mobile app today. The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica. It's cold tonight. Temperatures have already dropped into the low teens and single digits for many areas as skies start to clear out. The weather is looking pretty quiet tonight. We've had some on and off light snow showers throughout the day. It's been very, very steady and persistent, but things have finally quieted down. We are in the tail end of a long stretch of very cold weather. We've had 26 days in a row where temperatures have failed to climb above freezing. You got to go back to January 17th, and even then we were only 33 degrees. The previous stretch of similar weather in terms of duration is February to March 2015. We had 27 days. We will do this again tomorrow, and then we might climb above freezing Saturday. If we don't, there's a good chance that'll happen on Sunday. But until we do, we're going to continue to count these days and add up the tally here. And this is definitely a long stretch, something that doesn't happen very often and hasn't happened in at least 11 years. Temperatures tomorrow, again, in the mid-20s. The wind chill will be in the teens, so it's going to be a very cold day, although not as cold as where we've been. Weather is looking pretty quiet for the short term. We've got a little mini dome of high pressure building in that's going to allow for the weather to dry out. Any lingering flurries out there tonight do come to an end. Overnight lows drop into the single digits to near zero, especially north of the Mohawk Valley. Tomorrow looks like a pretty quiet day. A cold start, a pretty quiet finish. Clouds are going to linger around. There might be a flurry west of Utica. A better chance for some snow heading into Friday night. We've got a clipper that'll be approaching from the west, and this will produce widespread snowfall. It's steady, and it's going to continue through Saturday morning. Temperatures Saturday afternoon climb into the low 30s. There's snow expected tomorrow night. We're thinking a general trace to 2 inches of snow from Utica and points east, west of Utica, closer to the lakes. 2 to 4 inches for western Oneida, Madison, and western Otsego County. And again, that falls Friday night and into Saturday. Mostly cloudy tonight, low of 2. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy or dry, a high of 27. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Valentine's Day, highs in the low 30s. Some light snow in the morning, but we do dry out. Sunday temperatures will be in the upper 30s. A nice, dry stretch of weather here early next week, and we're warm. Temperatures will be above freezing. The February thaw is on the way.
Be good. The kids are off next week. They could get out, maybe go to Valbayalis. There's plenty of snow out there, right?
Yeah, it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good. Thanks, Bill. Coming up next, talking about the maple forecast because we're getting warmer temperatures this week.
I know it's hard to believe, but maple sap season is right around the corner, and what I mean is in a few days.
Yeah.
We've got warmer weather, and that's all it takes. Going above freezing. That means the sap is going to start to run, and it's kind of an early sign of spring. That's what many of us are really eagerly awaiting, especially after this winter. It's been so long and so cold. And yes, with temperatures above freezing during the day, below freezing at night, it's this freeze-thaw cycle that really helps get the process going. And we are looking forward to seeing that and enjoying the results. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet. We had some light snow today, but that has come to an end. Clear skies, a current temperature of 7. It is going to be another cold night. Looking at overnight lows close to 0. Cloudy skies, dry tomorrow, a warming trend ahead. So again, it is going to be a cold night. Temperatures in the 20s tomorrow, but notice the warming trend ahead will be above freezing as we head into the weekend and beyond. In fact, highs will be in the low 40s by early next week. Snow showers end. It's a cold night. A lot of places close to 0. Again, we're tracking a warmer weather ahead. Look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The FBI.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica. The night is looking pretty quiet. It's cold out there. And by the way, on our tower cam, we've got a whole group of crows. A group of crows called a murder. Look at them hanging out tonight, trying to stay warm. It is a cold one out there tonight. We're already down into the single digits, and a lot of places will be close to 0 tonight. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is looking quiet. By the way, today we add another day to the list. That is days in a row where temperatures have failed to climb above freezing. It started January 18th. The record stretched 27 days back in February, March 2015. That was the coldest February on record. So these things do not happen very often in order to get this longevity of cold. It looks like we're going to be adding one more day tomorrow. We might be able to break freezing Saturday, a much better chance Sunday. Another cold day tomorrow. Again, we'll be below freezing. Highs in the mid-20s. Wind chills, well, we're going to be in the teens. So it's going to be cold, just not as intensely cold as it was earlier in the week. Lingering lake effect snow showers come to an end tonight. We've got a little mini bubble of high pressure in control for tomorrow, but the clouds are going to be pretty stubborn. Tonight we're looking at overnight lows close to 0. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures do warm up. We'll be in the mid-20s, bit of a breeze. Tomorrow night the weather looks dry. We're down into the, it initially starts out dry, but there will be a clipper that will roll in from the northwest. And this is going to bring snow. So tomorrow night, steady snow. Temperatures will gradually warm up. We'll be in the 30s here on Saturday. Some snow showers in the morning time, but then we do get a chance to dry out. We do expect some accumulation. Again, this is for tomorrow night. A trace to 2 inches of snow from Utica and points east. To the west, closer to Lake Ontario, 2 to 4 inches of snow is expected. And again, this does come to an end early Saturday. Mostly cloudy tonight, a low of 2. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid-20s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather does warm up. Again, some snow showers early Saturday. Temperatures in the low 30s. Sunday, we're up to 38, partly sunny, and the weather remains milder. We're close to 40 Monday, Tuesday. Above freezing during the day, below freezing at night. We talked about sap production, which is great, but also keep in mind we fall below freezing at night. We get the melting snow. That's going to make for some black ice, too.
Got to watch out for that. But the kids will be home for next week.
Yes.
So it'll be good for them to get out. Nothing terrible on the 7 days, so we should be looking good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Coming up next.